Okay. Hello again.
Today I will be reading chapter 1, or also known as Atal 1 of Leendanik from the beginning. That's how that's what it means, the name from the beginning, Leendanik.
We're gonna try to read the book a little
More
more.
coherently.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was a great, unsoundable mystery of the origin of creation that habited in the heart of all that now exists. Of that unknown mystery, life itself, life itself became, with all of its manifestations, those that are visible and those that are not.
Okay. I'm gonna explain a little thing because she's reading in Spanish and she's translating simultaneously. So if she takes a little seconds, be with us.
If anybody is a bilingual and wants to read the actual books, not in English and in Spanish,
We're gonna post a link in the description if you are interested.
in
So
buying or getting
or getting it is
obtaining
it's
the
of open distribution license, so it's no problem to download.
yes. In that remote in that remote time, the creation still lacked mankind, how they are right now. But life be-
Beat it.
beated very vigorously and developed species of vegetables, animals, and others that are unknown to us. There also existed
Like
a seed,
kind, like a seed, like a
a
class,
race
a race. Yeah.
of beings of great intelligence and soul and a developed soul. Their science was excellent, immense. They lived and moved across the infinite sky. Those beings, mm, those beings had an abundance of knowledge, riches, and peace. But they had a physical appearance that they considered horrible, deformed. This was their physical deformity that annoyed them the most, and they tried and tried to find the best way to transform their physical appearance and better it until they reached perfection. And here we have a quote. These transformations were taken throughout their they carried out these transformations. These transformations were carried out throughout the means of genetical engineering. That being said, there were changes made inside their DNA,
The DNA chain.
their DNA chain. Our creators,
Was where
our creators were aficionated, were very knowledgeable in these techniques, and they created various creatures from these investigations. It's clear to say that they searched for immortality and uncorruptibility of the body and other perfections.
yeah. So they wasn't at ease with their appearance. So they wanted to change their image. So that's why they research and research to come with genetic modifications.
They wanted. It seems like they never wanted to be old. They wanted their body never to die, because it says they
like
don't want.
the immortality. Yeah.
Yeah, and also physical
And also
perfection.
physical perfection. So they studied and they make the transformations in their bodies and in their genetic structure. So that is the origin of the genetics of our bodies. So that's why uh, we understand now that today that the DNA is very very complex. So and there are studies that demonstrate that DNA is not only for the heritage of the physical aspect or even the general health conditions, and that's not all, because it has there's proof that there's another memory hidden in the very DNA.
Yes, later as we read more of these books, we will find out that your DNA actually affects how your soul reacts, how one's mind thinks. It's not just the way that one grows. It's your DNA also affects the mind, how
Yeah.
you think.
Yeah, and that's proven in biology.
After many attempts, they reached the conclusion that no matter what look they took, their imperfection was still there. They wanted a body incorruptible, immortal, that would never know pain and all its necessities.
All the needs. Yeah.
They desired to be free of the chains imposed by space and time. Therefore, after many attempts, they decided that the form that was most perfect that they could possibly assume was that lacked any biological body or any material body.
So they rid of the body. So because the soul, like, as we understand the soul or spirit, it
Lacks
was
body.
the most durable, and longevity. The longevity was the most durable. Yeah.
Yes. Taking on the state of a soul. There's another quote. In the cosmic plane of manifestations, of material manifestations, all body or material or matter is composed and, is attached to the process, to the inevitable process of aging and
death.
death. This seems to be a constant law. Whether in this plane,
That in this plane, the our creators didn't manage to achieve this
this perfection, this
to avoid the death.
They couldn't manage to not age, to not in the material plane, because all matter ages.
Yeah, all matter
Age.
is destructing all the time.
Now the quote ends, and that is what they all did. They abandoned voluntarily their bodies, staying only with their spiritual look.
Yeah.
There was no more need to reproduce themselves to preserve the species, neither to make love. Now they were thoughts, free minds. They all
free minds. Yeah, because the mind is the intelligence and is the soul at the same time. So when we say now the mind is like our way of think, but it's not only that. Is the spirit or the soul itself is the same thing.
Oh, I should probably clear out that when I said free minds, the literal translation would have been intelligent intelligence free. That would have been the literal translation.
Intelligence free, yeah, because the intelligence is the same thing that
As
as
a
the
mind.
mind. So it's a little confusing nowadays because we are accustomed to
Not make a
to
difference.
label everything as little aspects and definitions, but it's not necessary to educate to define every word as a solid or immovable definition. So we need to interpret our
Interpretate.
interpretate the definitions or the words as they were used to in the ancient times, because that's the language itself. It evolves all the time.
And sometimes we need to forget entirely about grammar that holds us back most of the time.
Yeah, because the grammar we have realized, and the author of this book, of this text, realized that the grammar in the language it has changed throughout history, because that's how we found out this book has very consistent knowledge, because it's based on the transliterations or traductions of ancient languages. So in next videos we can try to demonstrate the text, so you can understand better this information and how it's fundamented, because it's very complicated to explain in just a video. But if you speak Spanish, or if you can read Spanish, you can search for this book, and you can find out a little more about this.
Yes. They all lived in harmony and communicated with themselves using a form of mental transmission. All of them.
Like telepathy.
Telepathy, yes. And that is possible. It's still possible, but when that does happen, we just tend to laugh and say, "Oh, what a coincidence."
Yeah, it's
I
just
can't believe you were thinking exactly what I was thinking.
It's by chance, yeah, but it's real. It's real, and it's proven. If you know Jacobo Greenberg, he was a researcher. He was Mexican, so but he studied a lot, and he demonstrated a lot of things. So that's not just another thing of the like supernatural or nothing.
Although to have telepathy, you can only have telepathy nowadays because everything is a distraction, and only with people that you share a same mindset with.
Yeah, it's not very often you can find someone else to practice your telepathy.
All of them in their community formed a perfect unity in which they moved and thought at the same time. They felt lucky at first for having freed themselves or of their material bodies.
Mm-hmm. They were happy.
But
for a time.
later, with the passing of time, they began to feel sad, depressed, lacking something in their existences. And I think
it was too easy. Yeah, well, we're gonna stop for now, and we invite you to continue watching us. Thank you. We are Laila. She's Laila, and my name is Luis. So thank you very much. Until the next episode. Thank you. Bye.